Yun, good day ulit sa lahat na manonood na to. This is Mark Lester Jimenez of Voice Armada. And this is episode 2 of my road to being a certified voice artist. So, yun, yung klase namin today is divided into 2 ulit. Yung AM topic namin is about paano mag-setup ng house studio or home studio na magagamit for in a professional way. And yung PM class naman namin is with Papa Lem. Tinuruan kami ng mga skills kung paano namin ma-maximize yung boses namin to make us sound into different characters. So, focus muna tayo sa AM class. So, yun yung na-realize ko off the bat. Magastos din talaga yung mga gamit ng pagiging voice artist. Pero ang kapalit naman nun, talagang professional quality rin naman yung lalabas mong produkto pag ganun talaga ka solid yung equipment mo. Like, mawawala yung magkakaroon ka ng software or tools na mawawala yung mga external noises na sobrang advantageous. Kasi nakaka-distract talaga yun pag, let's say, sa dramatization. May mga times na magkakaroon ng dead air and maririnig yung mga hiss sounds, yung mga background noise na hindi naman dapat nandun. So, it's definitely worth the money, pero magastos lang. So, it's a good thing na for us beginners, meron pa rin mga equipment na affordable, just like yung USB mic. And it's something na madaling dalhin Kasi yun nga, na-drill down din in my head na as a beginner na voice artist, sobrang advantageous yung lagi kang available So, let's say, may pupuntahan ka na related sa CVAP or sa voices or sa grupo ng mga voice-over artist. Pwede mong dalhin yun And then, kung nangangailangan sila ng additional na cast member and may dala kang ganon, pwede mo maging voluntary job yun and may exposure mo yun. So, yun yung parang take ko dun sa AM class namin. Talagang nakita ko yung mechanics ng pagiging voice artist sa pamamagitan ng mga tools. And then, sa PM session namin, yun na. Yung skill-based na lectures na. So, ngayon ko lang nalaman na by simply adjusting yung pitch character, yung tempo ng voice mo, volume, and then yung pacing, marami nang magagawa yun to make you sound different and para mas maging maganda yung delivery mo. Hindi mo kailangang maging sobrang extravagant agad by simply changing 2 things. Yung tempo and then yung pitch. That's good enough na to make you sound like a kid or multiple characters. Kumbaga, with those, by manipulating those 5 variables, you could sound like 5 to 10 different people already. So, doon ko nakita yung magic ng boses natin na talagang this is an art form and it's something na skill based. So, kailangan talaga ma-practice siya. Although may challenge sa akin kanina kasi yun nga, just to be transparent, I'm also visually impaired. So, na-realize ko na pag impromptu, magiging challenging for me na magbasa ng mga simpleng text. Kasi since yun nga, pero di ko siya ita-take as negative. Kung mag-iisipin ko na kung passion mo naman talaga, mahanapan mo ng paraan to or i-embrace mo. And nakaka-encourage yun yung laging sinasabi na always show you gratitude. Yun yung isa rin sa mga biggest takeaway ko. Always practice gratitude. Kasi yun nga, kahit ganito na ako ngayon na di makakita, I'm still acquiring skills I'm still learning from the experts. And ina-address yung bawat questions ko, tinuturuan ako mabuti. So, it's always something to be thankful for. So, yun, it's still a good day. It was a good day. Regardless. And, diba, parang nagiging second nature na sa akin minsan na may mga changes in my pitch. Hindi na ako monotonous masyado. So, yeah, I'm learning. Looking forward sa week 3.